a little bit about me. I'm a single mom. Oh boy, no parents out there, right? None. You guys look too happy. Yeah. No one wants to think about kids on holiday weekend. Yeah, because it's hard, right? It's hard being a parent. You have to pretend to enjoy all those things your kids enjoy, like kids' birthday parties, play dates, their father. Yeah. You know what? I do surprisingly well on dating apps. And I think it's because my profile says that I don't want kids. And then they find out it's because I have 4. Yeah, I know 4 sounds like a lot, and it is. I love being a mom. You know what they say about having kids? It's a lot like making pancakes. First one's kind of fucked up. Probably should have thrown it away. It's still legal to laugh at that joke, you guys. In case you guys are wondering, none of my pancakes like that joke. Especially my first pancake. She was so mad about that joke, you guys, she disinvited me from her wedding. And I was so sad. I mean, I was like, honey, you don't understand. We do special days like weddings in your life. Unless you're me. And then you get a couple. That's right, you guys. I've been married twice. It turns out you can actually get worse at something. Living proof, you know. But you know what? I don't think we celebrate our failures enough in life. I mean, we learn so much from them, right? There are all these awards for success, and like, where are the awards for failures? You know, that is an award I could really gladly accept. I would be like, I'd like to thank my parents for all of their failed marriages and never giving me any emotional support. And I'd like to thank my children for leaving. And I'd really like to thank myself for always managing to be a victim. Thank you. No, that's not entirely true, is it? But you know, it's been hard lately. I'm glad the pandemic is over. Aren't you guys glad? Yeah. I mean, celebrate that. But it did kind of change the way we do things, right? It changed things for me too. In my house, we used to say grace. Now we just say fuck it. My youngest, you know, she's one of those kids who craves structure and rules. And she came up to me and she told me that she wanted me to have a swear jar. And I was like, I'll pay you $20 to shut the fuck up about the swear jar. And she was like, how about 80? And I'm like, oh, I have taught you some fucking things. It even changed, you know, the way I parent my older kids. Like my 19-year-old son, I used to be like, when are you going to stop smoking weed? And now I'm like, when are you going to come home with weed? They really like that joke. I just did a show at the weed store here. That one they could laugh at. They did laugh a little slowly though. That same kid, he is so sweet. Last Mother's Day, he presented me with a joint. He was like, it's my dream to get high with you. And I'm like, oh honey, that is so sweet. It's my dream to have abs. Some dreams are just dreams. But you can't look a gift horse in the mouth. You know, I did take the joint. I smoked it in the closet. You know, what he doesn't know won't hurt him, right? So you guys, who's visiting and who's local? Any locals? Everyone's from out of town? Locals. From Palm Springs. So, you know, living out here, you know, there's Temitron, there's all these, you know, great crystals. Maybe it's rubbed off on you a little bit. Anybody admit to being a little new agey? Maybe?
New agey?
No? A little bit? Well, I live in Santa Monica, and you know, it's rubbed off. I'm a little new agey, but I'm also practical, right? So I have crystals for my anxiety, and I take Xanax. And I get my house feng shui just in case it works, and I take Xanax. And I have a ton of Buddhas in my house. And did I mention that I sport Xanax? Gotta cover all your bases, right? So the holidays are coming up. Is anybody excited?
Yeah.
Yeah? You guys are looking forward to it? Really? I'm looking forward to them being over. Yeah. It's, you know, it's hard, you know. It's stressful, right? Did anybody get a little stressed out? There's a lot to do, right? No one, just me. I guess that's why. When I get stressed out during the holidays, I just try to remind myself for all the things I'm grateful for. And I'm like, I am so grateful for all my children for leaving. and for the ones that are still speaking to me. Because it's hard. Kids don't like it if you do comedy. That's not a mom thing they like, right? The only thing that would be worse is if I did porn. But like, then I could pay for their therapy. Yeah. Yeah, they don't like it. They don't like to have the cool mom, you know. They think they do, and then when you are the cool mom, they're like, will you please stop hitting on my friends? But actually, I have a lot of kids. None of their friends had ever hit on me, but recently, a boy who's like an adopted son to me, I've known his whole life, came up behind me in my kitchen and asked me to fuck him. And I was shocked that it took him so long to try. Yeah, kids will be kids. There was one silver lining to the pandemic for me. I didn't have to lie to my youngest about why I didn't want to take her to Disneyland. Because if you're a parent in Southern California and you don't want to go to Disneyland, you're kind of like the Grinch. I mean, Disney's like a spiritual journey for kids. That's why I used to tell her that the park was in Massachusetts. But I think the real reason that I hate the rides at Disney is they remind me of a map of all my failed relationships. Like take the Splash Mountain ride. I mean, never as wet as I thought it would be. And God, I wish there weren't any pictures. The Small World ride, it reminds me of divorce. I mean, at the end of the day, it takes forever, you're in the dark, and I'm just stuck with a bunch of singing children. I can still hear them. It's a world of lawyers, a world of tears. It's a world of secrets and wasted years. There's so much that we share, and it's time to beware. Why did I ask for full custody? Did you guys know they don't serve alcohol at Disneyland? You would if you were a parent. They try to sell California Adventure as a separate theme park, but it's just a bar for grown-ups. I mean, we would go there if there was just a tire swing and a keg. Thank you guys. This part of my set was sponsored by Knott's Berry Farm. They have booze because they only have Snoopy. But you know what? You guys can get booze. And like I said earlier, the more you drink, the funnier we'll be.